Time to relook at Growth Dungeon for all new and returning players. Fengyan is a god.
7k dreamer please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be looking at Growth Dungeon, and this is the team I'll be using for the Gold Dungeon, and I'll be actually using the same team for all three dungeons in the same video, so do stay tuned for it. For the Gold Dungeon, they no longer have those nonsensical shields, so all you have to do is go in with Fengyan and hit them. So the reason why I'm using this team is because the frontline units are all for buffs and debuffs. So Jupi increases your crit rate by 35%, Lethal is increased by Baijiao by 30%, Sylvia increases Fengyan's magic attack by 50%, and Soy increases damage dealt on the enemies by 30%. Okay, and in this case, Fengyan clears it very easily. The Gold Dungeon is one of the easiest things now to do. Less than 30 seconds and we are done. So it's very important for you as a new and returning player to do the Gold Dungeon, because every day you get 300,000 gold. So in a week you can earn 2.1 million gold to be exact, and that is a lot of gold for your progress. Okay. Then we'll look at the item Growth Dungeon. In this Growth Dungeon is very important as well because you get awakened rare Asgard ores as well as an awakened item, and those can be all sold for power-up stones. Same thing here, use Fengyan's top skill first. Why I'm using top skill first? Because the top skill has a longer cooldown. So in this case I'm using Sylvia's skill because it has shorter animation time, so just get rid of the Chris and Chancellor. It is quite unfortunate if your Chris actually lands the attack on Fengyan, then you may have to restart, but all you need to do is one good clear and that's it. So over here Nox uses his death, thankfully not on Fengyan. Fengyan just has to use his autumn skill, very strong. Of course Chancellor and Chris will survive on 1 HP, but very easily can be cleared with another 3-man AoE attack by Soy. I think it's 3-man, I'm not very sure. Also within 1 minute, cleared. So as far as this goes, because those two heroes survive on 1 HP, I think this is still the best setup, and Fengyan can still clear them in one shot. And yes, you can even get PvE items, revolutionary items from this dungeon, so it's very important for you to do this dungeon every day. Auto clear it. And then for the element dungeon, now this is probably the tougher one actually, because the elements do have some bulk. So I'm using the top skill as well first because it actually ignores defense, kills off almost all, and then Fengyan does a speed attack. So the speed attack is pretty much by RNG. He may or may not speed attack. In that case, you may want to use Soy's bottom skill, which is single target, to clear off that remaining element. Then use Fengyan's AoE. So you realize that Fengyan has 3 5-man AoE attacks, and I think he is the only hero in the game right now who has 5-man AoE on all 3 skills. So as you can see, his bottom skill doesn't really clear off the elements still. Nonetheless, you can use his awakened skill. His awakened skill is very strong, has crit chance 150%, and also has a chance to convert enemies HP to 1. So he managed to convert the earth, the water and the dark elements to 1 HP, and then the next move will easily clear them. Okay, the light element just had to block. So in that case, if you are worried about block rate of the enemies, you can actually swap out Soy and use, Yu Xun or Kagura, who can reduce enemy block rate. I think that is also a very good option. However, if you are very confident in Fengyan's crit rate and lethal rate, then you can go ahead and use this setup, which I have done. So here you get 2 elements, very important for your hero growth. Okay, and I'm going to share with you guys my equipment. For Fengyan, really very beginner stuff. Lethal rate, double lethal, max out weapons, and then for his jewels are all boss jewels, crit rate, crit damage, and lethal rate. So if you're gonna count everything including the hero support as well as his exclusive item and all that, you're gonna realize that his crit rate is actually amounting to 96% and his lethal rate is about 95%, around there, when you take everything into consideration. So it's almost near 100%, so I don't think he will fail that badly. If you are really trying to push for 100%, you may try to tweak some things around and maybe awaken that crit rate jewel, and also, try to give him lethal accessory or something like that. Then for my front line, honestly, it is very minimal. Max HP, block rate, or whatever defensive items and equipment you have, just stack it on your front line. And the reason why Baijiao is so well built here is because he was used for a dual raid. Sylvia has a very basic gift item build, don't even need the Awakened Jewel, and Soy is totally naked, okay? And then for Masteries, make sure that the level 20, 25 and 30 are all to the right, and you have to increase Fengyan's crit rate and magic attack on the left, okay? And basically that's all for the growth dungeon, all 3 of them. Hopefully this will help you and quickly progress, because you really need to clear Nightmare Growth Dungeon, okay? Remember to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more guides. Thank you so much and see you!